place, Hard Rock Stadium, as two of the top 5 teams in the nation will face off. It's the Texas Longhorns taking on the Miami Hurricanes. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Off play action, Daniel. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this will be scooped up by the defense.
That's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
He's brought down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Matthews. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, Martin. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Longhorns have taken the early lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses...
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
Yeah, a little bit nothing, dude.
I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll start out here with the option left. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way out to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Daniel. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Daniel toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. They'll start with the option. Still on his feet. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Wait, what?
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. Brushing off defenders. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
Hurricanes, nothing.
The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Martin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Martin. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close.
I messed up.
Backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense.
That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Buster Holiday there to make the grab.
Yes.
And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was that. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they're showing improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The 42-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
Someone's been up to the task.
Let's go, that was good.
They're already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, I don't know.
Oh, I messed up. Oh my God.
This is going to be a safety. I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Daniel. Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
Daniel on the keeper.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Stays on his feet. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
Well, from our vantage point up here in the booth, and look, we have the luxury of kind of seeing the entire play from a bird's eye view, but his knowledge of blocking schemes seems pretty impressive.
Oh, I would agree with that totally, and I think it's similar to wide receivers that flip over to...
And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
The kicker on.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have... And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a dump off here complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Daniel on first down. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air. Daniel on second down. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
It's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, Daniel. And that will be incomplete.
Daniel's pass.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will... And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make...
He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Buster Holliday with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
The kicker on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because...
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Daniel. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. The Miami punter out on the field as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Martin. A strong running. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's the end of the first half with the score, Longhorns 30, Hurricanes 2.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Slater on the return.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people...
And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
Yes, you did, but that's...
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Under pressure, and down goes Daniel. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Benny Jackson, 61 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And
it's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. And what a big-time play there. 48 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Buster Holliday there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That catch good for only a couple.
To number 18. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Complete to Stephen Henderson.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
On first down, Daniel. That's taken in by Henderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. Now here's a 1st and 10 for Miami.
At the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Daniel. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
At the 7-yard line.
Now Daniel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Texas.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
51.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak. And a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's...
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Formation for Miami.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Martin, the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. They'll try and wind some clock down with Martin. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
The 36-yard.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Third down.
And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. The punter for Texas out on the field. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in. And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. A first down throw for Daniel. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From the gun, Daniel. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Daniel's pass.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
Brings up second and a yard.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
17-yard line.
Once again, Daniel. He gets it to Dye outright. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Daniel throwing again. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Buying time to his left. 22 yards on the pickup there, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Texas.
Here's a 1st and 10, Texas.
Tonight's
A really solid performance against a ranked opponent as they add a big win to the left-hand column.
Want to talk about a story that's making the rounds, and that's the Heartbreak Kids and their indelible bond. Once again, taking college football center stage at the championship game later on tonight. It has been truly amazing and truly inspirational to watch this amazing journey that these kids have been on from start to finish to this point, showing off their character, their